Okay, so what we're going to do is, if you take a look at this section here, the footer section, About Me, Quick Links, and Visit Blog, we're going to go ahead and create this in our plugin of Elementor header and footer blocks. So let's go back to our page. And the first thing we're going to do is go to Appearance on our dashboard WordPress menu. And if we hover over Appearance, we're going to see Header, Footer, and Blocks. So let's go ahead and click on that. And then this is going to give us the ability to edit the footer. So you could tell I've already edited it with Elementor. That's why it comes up. If I hadn't edited it with Elementor, it would just come up with footer and I would go into the WordPress editor. But we're going to go into the Elementor editor. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And you're going to see one built out already, but we're going to actually rebuild it. So I can walk you through the steps of building this. So we have a divider, and then we have 3 sections in our columns: About Me, Quick Links, and Visit Blog. And you can just do whatever you want, or whatever you want your footer to say. So if we rebuild this, the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and build this divider. So that'll be the divider between the other sections of our home page. And I'm going to go ahead and click on the plus sign. And I'm going to go ahead and click on this first, just one block structure. And you see the plus sign. If I click on that, I'm going to get my widgets. And I'm going to click grab divider and drag and drop it. So there it puts the divider. So we'll leave that for now. And now the next thing I want to do is I want to start building out the About Me, Quick Links, and Visit Blog. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the Add New Section. And this time I'm going to want a 3-column structure. And you see the plus signs in my column section. I have 3 columns here. So the first one is we're going to go ahead, click on the plus, and we're going to click on and drag text heading. So click, drag, and we're going to edit that and edit the text, and we're going to call that About Me. And we're going to go ahead and center that. And I could change the heading and stuff, so if I want it to be bigger or if I want it to be smaller. But I think 2 is just about right. And I'm going to go to Styles now. And I'm going to go ahead and change that to black. Okay, and you can change it to any color that you want, that you prefer. And I'm just going to go ahead and update that. Alright, so now the next thing I want to do is I want to drag this text. So if I want text underneath this section. So the way I do that, to get back to my widgets, is I go up here to this 9.cube square. I'm going to click that and it gets me back to my widgets. So then I'm going to go to text editor and drag and drop. I could drag it on top, right? Or I can drag it below, which makes more sense in our example. So I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop that. And then I can just start editing this. And I could change the font. So if I go to in the color, so I'm going to change that to a darker black. Let's go all the way over here. Okay, and then I'm going to go to typography, and I'm going to pick Montserrat. So there we go, and that changes that. And I'm going to change this one as well. So I clicked on the edit button, go to style, go to typography, and instead of Roboto, I'm going to make it consistent and go ahead and select that as well. Okay, so that's the About Me section here. And now I'm going to create the quick links. So I'm going to go and click on the plus sign and drag that heading in. And I'm going to edit that and create quick links. Oops. It's in the wrong spot. That's okay. I dragged it in the wrong spot. So let's go do that again. Edit. And quick links. And then we're going to go to Style, Typography. And then we're going to change this back to Montserrat. And I can also change the size here if I want. See, I can get real creative and clever here. And then I'm going to go to content and make this center. And just to keep it consistent, I'm going to make it H3, just like the other one. But I need to change the color. So go back to style and change it from blue to the black. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and update. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on my widget square cube thing again, and I'm going to add a menu. So I want to add the menu for quick links. So I'll take the navigation menu, WordPress, and I'm going to drag that right underneath it. And then over on the left, I have to select my menu, which is main menu. So if you have other menus, you can also, they would show up, and you could put that in here as well. So I don't need a title because I created my own title. So here's some quick links to some pages that I created on my website. And if I want to edit these links here, I could change the background, the padding, etc. Okay. So now I want this to say visit blog. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this. Well, first of all, let me show you how to delete it because that wasn't supposed to be there. So let's go ahead and delete. And then we have our widgets. So remember, we're going to add our text heading. There you go. And we're going to edit that. And then we're going to make this visit blog. Okay, we're going to center that. And then we're going to pick H3. H2. That's fine. That looks good. And then we're going to go ahead and change this to black as well. And we're going to update. And then now remember, to get back to our widgets, this is the key. Click on this little cube here. And then we're going to add an image. So we're going to throw an image underneath the blog. See that? I got to go right underneath it. If it's here, it won't work. I have to go touch. I actually have to touch visit blog. And if I want it above, I go above and right below. So there we go. And then now we're going to choose an image. And I'm going to pick the typewriter. Or actually, yeah, I'll pick the typewriter. That's fine. So this one is 1 megabyte. I don't want that one. This one's 48K right here. That's fine. So insert. And then we are good to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and delete this guy now since we created it. So I'm going to X him, delete section. And then I'm going to delete this section. And here's the one we just created. Now I want to create some padding between the top here because I already know I'm going to need it. If I go back to this page, see here where I created some spacing because it was real tight. So I wanted a little more spacing. So the way I do that is I go select the column section, okay, edit section, and then I'm going to go to advanced, and I'm going to unlock this margin settings here. And I'm going to go to top, and I'm going to select the top arrow, and you see how that's pushing it down? Look at the main page. It's pushing that down. I'll go about 24 so you can really see the, or 25 so you can see the difference. And I'm going to go ahead and update. All right, so this is our footer. And now when I go to my main page, and I'm going to refresh, and there it is. And just to show you, so visit blog, looks like it's a little darker there. Or actually, I want to add some links as well. So let me go back. I forgot to do that. So if I want them to be able to click on visit blog, I can edit this. And then I can go to content. And I can paste the URL here by going to the website and copying and pasting the address from the website. I've memorized it though, so I can go https://www.thisablebody.com, the name of the website, and blog. That's what it's called, right? So let's go and update that. And that's going to create a link there. And then I'll do the same thing if they want to click on the image. So style, content, and I want to create my link, and I'm going to create a custom URL. And I'm just going to do the same thing. https://disablebody.com blog. Update. And now let's go back to my website. And let's refresh. And now you'll see when I hover over Visit Blog, you can see in the lower left corner there above Sunset Dream, you can see disabledbody.com blog, and when I hover over the image you can see it as well. Same with home, it's going to take me to the main website, work with me for services, podcasts, blog, etc. So let's just go ahead and test this. And that takes us to our podcast there. And see, my footer follows me wherever I'm at, whatever page I go to. And if I go to blog, I can click here, and that'll take me to my blog, okay, which I just have a little test blog and so forth. Okay, so that is how you edit the footer. And I can drag even additional elements. So if I want to add something later here, all I do is I click on the little square to get to my widget area, and I want to add, let's say, a little divider here. So I could put a divider here. And to get a little more style, I can even add one on top. So let's go here and add a divider on top. And it starts dressing it up a little bit. And I could do the same thing here as well. So let's add a divider on top here. And let's add one below. This is going to be a little off, but you get the idea of, you can start getting kind of creative with your design. And I don't really like that, so let me just go ahead and right click, delete, and then I'm going to right click, delete, and then I'll do one more here, a little divider as well. So let's go here and add that. That looks pretty cool. And then we'll update, and then let's go take a look at it. So we will go back to the home page, and that'll refresh things. And then there we go. We have the little dividers here. Kind of give it some spatial representation. Okay, well, that's it. Hopefully that was a little easier to follow how you drag and drop the widgets into these columns and sections.